Good morning. I'm Ms. Wagner. I'm the moderator of the Student Senate, and today we're bringing you the speeches for Student Body Vice President and Student Body President. This is a very important role in our school because this person helps to coordinate all the different activities the Student Senate and Student Councils do. So I would encourage you when you vote to think carefully about who the person that will help our school be the best school it can be next year. Running for Student Body Vice President will be Anna Varley. You'll hear from her first. And running for Student Body President will be Denver Link and Aiden McSpirin. Please listen to their speeches carefully and choose the person who you think will represent you the best next year. Thank you very much.
Fellow Golden Eagles, if I am a completely new face to you, hello, and let me introduce myself. I'm Anna Varley, and I'm running for next year's Student Body Vice President. For those of you who attended Mazzucchelli, you may remember me singing my heart out to Bon Jovi's 21 Guns and Show Choir. Or perhaps I am the girl who's seemingly always on crutches. And if I'm just the girl you see in the hall, whose name you don't know, hey there. Also, as a side note, if I've ever given you a disgusted glare, I am probably tired, hungry, or on my way to AP US History, so don't take it personally. Since I know you are all burning to get back to your game of 2048 cupcakes, as am I, I'll make this short. I have not always appreciated Wahlert. As my time begins to run out, I am beginning to appreciate just how special the community is here at Wahlert. To see people pile into Wells Fargo all to support our basketball team was amazing and an honor to be able to attend Wahlert. Instead of making radical promises I will never be able to keep, as Vice President, I will focus on fostering our community. Oftentimes, I catch myself so stressed out that I forget that high school is supposed to be about having fun. Having served on Senate for 3 years, I have witnessed and planned events that make Wahlert more of a fun place to be. Many of you got to witness Mr. Ehrman lighting up the court at the staff versus staff basketball game. Events like these make Wahlert such a special place to be. Planning events like homecoming, flight, as well as random dress down days have the ability to bring a little light into our hectic lives. I really do want to see each of us succeed. We have been equipped with the tools to do so, and my job as Vice President will be to create a little fun while doing so. We, as students of Wahlert Catholic, have something really good going, and I will do everything in my power to continue and keep the good things going. I am willing to listen and work for your ideas and desires. For these reasons, I ask for your vote as next year's Student Body Vice President. Finally, as I may have bored many of you and you have returned to protecting your clan or looking at face swaps on Snapchat, I encourage you to vote tomorrow, as every vote counts. And if your vote is not going towards me, at least hit me up with a follow on Twitter at AnnaVarley21. One thing I can promise you is mediocre, pretty lame tweets. Anyways, thanks for watching and listening. Go Eagles!
Flash back to the years that seem so far away. There I was, a toothpick, standing in front of the freshman class, running for a Senate position I had no idea what entailed. As the years progressed, I figured out my role on the Student Senate and began to love it. Student Senate to me is serving the people I care about, serving the school, community, and what I like to call the toolbox. Now, the only members who might get the toolbox analogy are those who were listening during my freshman campaign and a few stray teachers that might have found themselves in the gym during that time. The toolbox I found so true that I just had to bring it up for this whole school to hear. Each member of the student body, teacher, kitchen lady, including my mother, biology slide, textbook, etc., is a tool. Each person or object takes a different shape and a different role to the greater mission this school provides for us. A carpenter cannot build a home with just a hammer or saw. He needs a toolbox full of different oriented objects to build a home. Likewise, Wahlert needs each and every tool in the toolbox to add strength to the mission to create people who are ready for whatever life throws at them. That is why, as Student Body President, I promise to improve Senate communication with every person in the school. The way we make the school events the best they can be is to make sure everyone's voice/tool is heard from. I will work to schedule more class council meetings, provide weekly Senate announcements, and keep the school actively involved on what is going on in the Senate world. I promise to keep Senate meetings orderly and to the point to ensure your voice is heard and felt. I promise to dedicate each and every 30-minute seminar to serve the community I love. I promise to approach the A-team with every idea gathered from the student body and push the members of the team to hear the viewpoint of my fellow students. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for the greater good of Wahlert. I'm doing this out of the love I share for this school. I'm doing this so you can look back positively on your 4 years at Wahlert. Through the experiences and knowledge I have fallen under, I can confidently say I'm ready, willing, and able to be the leader of the toolbox. I ask that each and every one of you vote in this important student body election. Link for student body president.
Hello, I'm Aiden Experin, and by the time you're watching, this promotional ad will be playing 270 times a day in every state except Maine. Now, before we start, I'd like to assure you that I have financed my entire campaign independently. I have taken no money from big businesses or corporations, although if they offered me any, I would gladly accept. Also, I understand that there have been complaints of middle schoolers wandering the halls outside of Mr. Beery's 8th period college drawing. Now, something must be done about this, but the answer is not to build another wall between Wahlert and Mazzucchelli. Now, as I said before, I'm Aiden Experin, and I am the current president of Wahlert Juniors, aka the POW. The J is silent. Now, you are currently being presented with these election videos because of the upcoming student body president and vice president elections. I will be running for the office of president, as I have been informed that King will not be on the ballot this year. Now, most presidential campaign ads will try to tell you why one candidate is better than the other, or why another candidate is the reincarnation of Hitler. This video will do neither, and not just because Ms. Wagner said I couldn't. The real reason is that I don't need to be your student body president. I'm simply making myself an option to you because I qualify for the position and I believe that you should have a reason to vote. And by a reason to vote, I mean more than one candidate to choose from. Now, I'm not going to try to persuade you to vote for me, obviously, because I don't need to be your student body president. However, if I was going to try to persuade you, I would tell you that I've already had almost a year of experience as president, so I understand the position and its responsibilities. Secondly, that I've been actively involved in Senate activities from the beginning of the year with the sidewalk chalking all the way to the recent staff versus staff basketball game. And finally, that I'm comfortable with addressing all types of issues, as I demonstrated when I formally met with the administration to talk about the need to improve our sexual education, and more importantly, the need to recognize different sexual orientations and to show people of all orientations the respect that they deserve. But again, I'm not going to try to persuade you, so I won't tell you any of those things. Now, all joking aside, being involved in Student Senate this year has shown me that the people we elect really have a say in what kind of activities and events we can promote and bring to our school in the upcoming year. So, knowing this, I would be glad to lead our Student Senate next year. Oh, and one more thing. Anybody notice that ever since I was elected as the junior class president, they finally started renovating the school? Just saying. Now, remember this election that despite what Monty Brewster said, none of the above is not an option on the ballot. And if you don't elect me for your student body president, I will still be your king. Thank you very much.